My name is Colleen and this is my kitchen. I've struggled with my weight my entire life. After trying every diet in the book without any success, I came to the realization that diets don't work. I started my journey at a size 26W weighing just over 300 pounds. In almost a year and a half, I've lost over 120 pounds and I am a size 14. No W. What's my secret? Eating healthy and moving more. Now I'm here to show you how you can cook healthy food without compromising on taste and lose weight just like I have. Because if I can do it, you can too.
Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. I have a great meal for you tonight. I'm going to show you how to make a cider chicken with apples and thyme. And as a side dish, we're going to serve up some honey roasted carrots. I'm going to start on the carrots first because they take just a little bit longer than the chicken. And so to start off with, I turned my oven to 350. I'm going to be preheating that. And then I have a small pan that can go from stove top to oven. I'm heating that up over medium heat because I want to start the cooking process with the honey. And I need 2 tablespoons of honey. And then to that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So the vinegar is going to help cut the sweetness of that honey, and then it's also going to tie into that appley flavor of the cider chicken with apples and thyme. I don't need to cook this for too long, just around 5 minutes or so. I've got it over medium heat. I want to let it get to a light boil and let it reduce down a little bit and have that honey become kind of dark and bubbly. That honey and cider mixture is bubbling away, and so I'm going to let that cook. Again, I want it to reduce down, become nice, a little bit thick, and it's kind of a dark brown. But I'm going to keep my eye on it here because I don't want it burning. While that is cooking away, I've got here a half a pound of carrots, which is about 5 smallish kind of carrots. And what I like to do is just trim off the ends of these and then cut them in half lengthwise. Once I have them cut lengthwise, then I just slice them up, just like that. That honey has reduced down quite a bit, so I'm going to add these carrots right in there. Give them a good stir. I'm going to go ahead and turn that pan to low. Now to that, I have here a quarter of a red onion that I'm just going to slice into semi-thin slices here. And add right in. Let's add some seasoning. We're going to add a half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and again, this will help blend in with that the cider chicken with the apples and thyme. And then I have a half a teaspoon of cumin seed, and combined with the honey that we've just reduced down, give it just a slightly bit of a smoky flavor. Once I have that completely mixed up, I have 2 tablespoons of unsalted chopped pecans. Just going to sprinkle right over that top. And that's it. I can go ahead and turn my burner off. And I'm going to move my pan to my oven, which again I have preheated to 350. I'm going to bake it for about 25 minutes until those carrots are nice and tender. So with that in the oven, let's get started on our chicken. So the carrots are still roasting in the oven. We're going to start on our chicken. I have 4 boneless, skinless chicken breast tenderloins here. And I just want to sear them a couple minutes on each side. While those are searing, I have about half a cup of these pearl onions. And what I'm going to do is trim off the ends and then cut them in half and take off that very thin paper outer shell. Just like that. Now why use these instead of a regular onion? They're just milder in taste and sweeter. So they don't take away from the sweetness of the dish from the apples that we're using. Okay, that chicken is seared, so it's still pink in the middle, but light brown on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and remove that from the pan. Keep my pan on because I'm going to add in some onions. And you know, I should have told you up front that I just have my pan coated with cooking spray. No oil, no butter. And to those onions, I'm going to add in 2 strips of turkey bacon. And I'm going to just slice into little pieces here. And add that right in there. Let's add some seasoning to our dish here. I'm going to add just a pinch of coarse sea salt, a 1/4 teaspoon. And some freshly ground black pepper. I like the oils that you get from freshly grinding the pepper. So we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. My turkey is browning up, my onions are nice and tender, and I've got great crusty bits stuck all over the bottom of that pan. So now I'm going to take a hard apple cider or palm beer, apple beer, and you want to look for one that is at least 6% alcohol in content. I'm using 1/2 cup of it. I'm going to add it in there and use my wooden spoon, the edge of my wooden spoon there, to just scrape up all those bits that are stuck on the bottom of the pan because they impart so much flavor. And then I am going to take these chicken tenderloins that we've cooked and put them back in here. And I just want to let this cook for about 5 minutes or so until that chicken is cooked all the way through. But first we have one more thing to add. I almost forgot one of the key ingredients, and that is an apple. You want to use a firm apple like a Granny Smith or a Golden Delicious. Don't peel it, leave that peel on. I, for simplicity's sake, like to use my apple wedger. Look at that, so much easier than cutting that apple up into perfectly symmetrical slices. And then once I pop them out of that wedger, I'm just going to give them one more chop in half and add that in. Now you don't want to let the apples cook too long, otherwise they get too soft and soggy in my opinion. So just about 5 minutes while we finish up this dish. And here we go, our cider chicken with apple and thyme and honey roasted carrots. This is a wonderful meal. I hope that you'll give this a try. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time in my kitchen.